So I told you that I would share with you some of the problems that are unique to men suffering in homelessness. Violence. It's not that women don't um, suffer in violence, but while women are usually turned out into prostitution, are used for sex, um, it is the men on the street who are usually brought into confrontations of violence. If you're a weaker man, you're beaten and stolen from. An older man, you are taken advantage of and sometimes beaten and stolen from. Um, Men on the street tend to walk alone. When they get into groups, they are subject to violence and a peer pressure that is far beyond anything that you've ever experienced. They are beaten and stabbed and shot. They are chased and hit with bricks. They are treated as garbage. They by society as well as their brothers who are also suffering in homelessness. They are held to very difficult standards. They're usually not given the opportunity to recover, and they carry around with them a stigma that is different than the women. Women are abused. Men who are homeless are failures, and that carries a different type of weight, and it injures a man deeply to not work, to not have a home, to have failed your family. These are scars that only Jesus can remove. To be sitting away, put into a situation where you have to fight because if you don't, you'll be beaten and stolen from that point moving forward. Um, and you're just waiting for the time when um, you're faced with a confrontation that you can't back away from. And men are forced into situations. There are men there that have looked for companionship and found a woman on the street that they were able to convince to stay with, to provide a level of protection, and now take it, on her problems as well as their own. And they're carrying such a weight that they are traumatized over and over again because of the way that they're not able to carry um, the weight of their own recovery and then the recovery of the woman that they've connected themselves to. Um, it's a trap. Men on the street are abused by people that need help. They'll come by and pick up the homeless and pay them an unfair wage for a day's work. They are used by multiple organizations as free labor, as cheap labor, and it's a very damaging cycle. So you can see that there are unique challenges for men as well. The Men's Mission House is a place of brotherhood. It's a place of rebuilding, and it's a place of family where men can relearn what brotherhood feels like, what the love of Christ feels like inside of a brotherhood, and learn to recover from just the horrible failure that society places on top of a man, because you're not allowed to cry and you're not allowed to show weakness, and you're certainly not allowed to fail and fall into homelessness. The Men's Mission House is a place where men can recover with Jesus. I'm praying that the Lord is working on your heart and you'll consider that donation of just supporting a bed. Even if you can't support an entire bed, if you can support a portion of a bed, you take the weight off of the ministry and you give us the ability to work with these men to help them to achieve, to stand up, to get jobs, to feel like men again. And these are your brothers, and they need your help. So I hope you'll consider. Thank you.